Need some water. Well, hello there. My name is Jennifer Webbles. Welcome to another episode, and I'm not sure what episode this is. I watch other podcasts and everybody always numbers their videos. I have no idea which one I'm on, so just welcome to another episode. I am filming this at 1:30 a.m. because I have insomnia. I cannot sleep. Can't tell you why. Don't know. Been like that for days. So, my eyes are burning. I want to sleep. My body wants to sleep, but I cannot sleep. So I thought, well, I may as well be productive and maybe, after I do this, I'll crash. I don't know. My name's Jennifer Webbles, and I am the owner of Maelstrom Fiber Arts. I am located in Wentzville, Missouri, and I am a fiber artist. I am an indie dyer. I spin yarn. I sell fibers to other spinners, and I'm just an all-around crafty person. Other than making yarn, my craft of choice is knitting, mainly because crochet makes no sense to me. I think maybe I'm just too ADD. I don't get it. Knitting is back and forth, and it makes sense to me. I don't know crocheting. I don't know where's the next stitch, where's the row. I have no idea. My brain can't do that. It just can't do that. I don't know. But anyhow, meaning to do a shop update. Okay. There's a few things I want to share. For those of you who don't know, I am having a massive sale. Pretty much everything except for the Yarn Club boxes and de-stash items, of course. Everything in the store is 35% off. Reason being, I am scaling down. Well, not scaling down. I don't know what you call it. I am optimizing my inventory. I'm getting rid of bases that do not do so well and gravitating towards the ones that do, and trying some new ones. So I'm trying to clear out the old so I can bring in the new, and that's why you're gonna get a good deal. So it's maelstromfiberarts.com if you want to go check it out and snag yourself something warm and squishy and colorful. So the first thing I want to talk about is the giveaway. Now, I said in the last video that I am going to be doing a giveaway every month, okay? And last month was very special. This month is equally as special because it is a skein of my newest permanent luscious, super bulky single ply pencil roving yarn. This is a colorway that I developed called Rosewood, and you can see the detail. It is super beautiful. Okay, and this is going to knit up absolutely gorgeously. I wish you could reach in the screen and feel it because it is so buttery soft. But nice vivid colors. knits up extremely quickly. Honestly, my anemone cowl that a lot of you have been downloading, because I posted the pattern for free. I've gotten some really good feedback on it, which makes me happy. And this skein, you'll have half the skein left over if you knit that cowl. That's how far this goes. It is, forget, let's see, it's 130 yards, which is a lot. That is monstrous. Most skeins of this pencil roving, I think I've only seen them at like between 50 and 60 yards. So this is very, very special. It retails at $28. So if you are interested in more of these, now they're selling out. So I only have a few left on the site. I'm expecting another shipment in. I can't tell you when it's gonna get here because COVID has disrupted a lot of my shipments, as many of you know. So I'm just crossing my fingers that I get it in soon so that, you know, I can dye it some pretty colors and get it on the shop for you. But this is the one that is up for grabs. Now, I am going to be doing this on Instagram, okay? And I will put it on Instagram. I'm at Maelstrom Fiber Arts on Instagram. And what you need to do is like the post, follow me on Instagram, and tell me what you would make if you won this yarn. And not only that, I want you to tag a friend that might like it too. And just a quick hint, between me and you, if you follow me on YouTube, if you subscribe, you get extra points. Okay, just saying. So this is what's up. This is what is up for grabs. So if you love this colorway, look at that pop. Look at that pop of lime green. It's just like a rose bush. That's why I called it rosewood. And it's got that beautiful depth of color. This is kettle dyed, and I love the effect. Kettle dyeing is the only way that I'm going to be dyeing this. It's the most practical way and with the most beautiful results. So look for that. My Poseidon super bulky yarn. And a chance to win. Let's see, what is today? This morning anyway. It is the 25th of July. So starting tomorrow, July 26th, I am going to starting today. Starting today, because it is morning, I forget, because I'm like been awake forever. I'm gonna post this on Instagram, so you will see it. Now, so that is that. I want everyone to meet. Star Trek fans will know who this is. This is Ilea. And Ilea is modeling my cowl. This is my anemone cowl that many of you have purchased the pattern for. Well, not really purchased, it's free, but the only problem with her is that she doesn't have much shoulders. So I cannot get this to exactly drape right, but imagine if she had shoulders. This would drape very prettily. It would sit very prettily. She would kind of have a shoulder, but you know, that ain't enough. But it's very beautiful, and you can see the little slip stitch detail. I've got that, and then the seed stitch, And the other slip stitch with the buttons, actually I think that I have this on her upside down. So Ilea, you should have told me this. Okay, here we go. So, very pretty, very cute detail. I just love this stitch. And the pattern, the stitches I chose are meant to show off the beauty of variegated yarn. So that is my Ilea cowl. Well, not not Ilea. This is Ilea. This is the cowl. Okay. Guys, I'm tired. I'm asleep. So maybe this will make me tired enough where I will fall asleep, but hopefully not in front of the camera. I am making great progress, finally, on my V-back tee by Jamie Hoffman, and not really following the pattern as far as the fade goes, because honestly, my ADD brain, I needed something simple, so I just did stripes. And the yarn that I used, it's all my fingering weight yarn, my couple different bases. The red is my cashmere, my Vortex cashmere nylon blend, merino cashmere nylon, and then the other colors are my Hurricane High Twist sock. So, it doesn't look as pretty on camera as it really is in real life. But this, let's see, if you look at it, because I'm going to wear it with the V in the front. It's supposed to be reversible. And so let's see, the V part, please be quiet, Fred. No. Yeah, what, okay, you made your point. Okay, this is the start of my V-back tee. And honestly, I am going to make it as a full-on sweater. I am going to make long sleeves because, you know, I'm just gonna play with it and customize it for me, because I really want something that's gonna be nice and cozy when it's cold and I can snuggle up in, because, you know, this past winter I realized that I do not have enough sweaters, and I have no hand knit sweaters, which is a crime because I have so much yarn. And I'm going to tell you, I got a whole basket full of yarn that I'm staring at right now, and it's all yarns that kind of were mistakes that it wasn't really what I meant for it to be when I was dyeing it. So, you know, I didn't keep the recipe for it. They're sort of what I call one-hit wonders, and some of them turned out really pretty, and I just kept them for me so that I could do samples for my shop or just stuff for me. Is that bad? I don't know if that's bad, but I did it for me. And I really like it. I really like it a lot. Now, I messed up on this sucker because, oh, good Lord. I messed up on this thing. I had to frog it, unravel it, like, I swear I did it probably 4 times, and it drove me crazy. But, you know, the yarn's so beautiful, and I thought, I am not going to waste this. I really, really want this sweater. So I was determined to get it finished, and I finally got past the point that, you know, I unraveled it back to, and I separated for the sleeves. I call this actually my Kurt Cobain sweater, because it's kind of like, you know, one of those grunge sweaters that you know, one of the kids would have worn in the 90s, and I'm a 90s kid, so, you know, there we go. Big Nirvana fan, big, oh, long list of things you wouldn't think that an old woman like me listens to, but you know what? I still listen to it. I don't do like a lot of other people do when they get to a certain age, all of a sudden they have to listen to, you know, what is that band I can't stand? Overrated. The Eagles. Oh my God. If I have to hear another Eagles song, somebody please shoot me in the head. I'm sorry if you're an Eagles fan, but I'm just so sick of that. Oh, we got a radio station here in St. Louis. I don't listen to the radio, so I don't even know if they're still around, but it's KC95. And they beat that horse to death. And I'm just so sick of it. You know, it's not... Enough said. I don't even want to think about it. It hurts my brain to even think about it. And I don't want to think about it because I don't want any of those songs to come back getting stuck in my head. So, we're just going to talk about 90s music. Well, we did. So, anyway, this is one of my colorways that I'm using. I was thinking, and this is a beautiful purple because it's very tonal. It's got a lot of lighter shades. It's got some plum, some violet in there, and you know, it's very, the depth of color is really beautiful, and I can't really tell you how I did it. Because like I said, it's one of those one-hit wonders, but luckily I did quite a few of them. And I just sort of kept them for myself because it wasn't something I can recreate. But I think that what I'm probably going to do, and I've seen other dyers do this, is put like a section in the shop for non-repeatable colorways. You know, you just get what you get, and a lot of them turn out really beautiful, and it's a shame, you know. I'm not the fastest knitter, and honestly, it's not my goal to be, because knitting is a relaxing thing for me to do. I want to, it's the one time I get to slow down and enjoy myself, and it's very therapeutic for me. So I just love doing it. I take my time. I mean, I've had projects, whips that I've been working on for years. You know, I've got a beautiful, beautiful cable sweater that made out of baby alpaca that I've only knit half of it. I'm thinking I want to go back and knit the other half. But when I started it, I was a lot thinner. So not quite sure it'll fit right now. So I may, you know, unravel it back and maybe make it in the right size for me. But, you know, I kind of didn't touch it for a while because I was hoping that I could whittle myself back down to that size. And maybe I still will. I'm always trying, guys. I really am. It's just really hard. I'm on medication that makes it really difficult for me. And it made me gain a lot of weight. So it is not easy by any means, but that's a whole different subject I'm not going to go into right now. So what else is going on? Not a lot. You know, I've got the shop update, the new yarn bases I wanted to talk about. I'm in the midst of picking out the new yarn bases, and I'm doing it based on what I've had a lot of requests for. And honestly, I've been getting a lot of requests for non-superwash yarn. I've had a few ladies really interested in what I had, and honestly, I didn't have very much. I mean, other than my hand spun yarn, I have maybe 1 or 2 bases that is non-superwash. The reason I didn't, and if you hear snoring, that's my dog. Okay, so no bodily functions of mine. That's my dog, I swear. I can show you. I'll prove it. Snorer. Actually, both of them. Okay. Anyhow. Put this back. Okay. So anyway, the reason I didn't have much non-superwash yarn is because honestly, I've been dyeing yarn since 2018, so a little over 2 years now. And see, tired, can't sleep. Honestly, the way that yarn takes color, superwash versus non-treated yarn, is very, very different. The superwash yarn grabs onto the color. It takes it beautifully, especially if you're like speckling it, which I do quite a bit. And it's a lot crisper and a lot more vibrant, I would say. You have to be careful when you dye non-superwash yarns. Like, I'll have a dye recipe and I have to adjust it for the non-superwash to get close to the same effect, because it's just not, it just won't come out the same if I use the same recipe. It'll come close, but I like for it to match as much as possible, so I'll always kind of play with it. You also have to be very careful with non-superwash yarn, obviously, because when you're dyeing it and you're washing it and it's wet, you don't want to felt it. And I don't know why there's such a big demand for it, honestly, right now. I guess people just really like I guess the pureness of the wool. It is more eco-friendly. They call it sustainable. To be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about the superwash process. Some people say it's bad for the environment. I really don't know enough to comment on that. But I do know that, you know, I just like yarn. So it's all the same to me. Let's see. So let's see. Working on the sweater. I've got a couple more projects in mind. Now, I did one cowl, the anemone cowl, which I showed you. I am working on another cowl that is inspired. Let me grab it. Well, I don't know if I want you to see it yet. It's kind of a surprise. This is the colorway, and I used my Malabrigo yarn that I ordered. It's a really beautiful, I've got it sort of untangled, but it's okay. It's this really beautiful mustard color. It's like a golden mustard. It is just gorgeous. When I saw it, I had to have it. It is Malabrigo Mecca, and it is, the colorway is Mostaza. Must mean mustard, I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. If it's Spanish, I don't speak it. But this is the colorway, and I'm sort of combining it with this Rowan Cocoon yarn in this really pretty cream color. And I'm fiddling with the design right now. What I'm going for is sort of an African inspired look. It's gonna have beads, and it's very much, my family and I love that movie, The Black Panther. We're big Marvel fans, we're big Star Wars fans, and so we love that movie, The Black Panther. And I was very inspired, you know, by a lot of the strong female warrior women in that movie. So I thought I was thinking about all the strong warrior women in history, and I wanted to design something that maybe mimicked something that they would have worn. So I came up with this design in my head. I'm trying to write it down, but I've got a couple, I'm to the point where I've got a couple of, I'm very new to pattern writing, but I've got a couple different directions that I think I might want to go. So I've got to test and knit it to see which way that I want to go with it. The stitches, I have a big book of stitch patterns, and I'm trying to, I know which ones I want, I'm just trying to figure out how to put it all together. So in my mind it looks a certain way, I'm just trying to figure out how to get it that way. Oh, there is a wonderful book that I recently bought, and I absolutely love it. I kind of wish it had more stitch patterns in it. It says it has 150 in there, but honestly, when I go through it, it doesn't feel like 150, although I guess it is. But what it is, it's called the Knitting All-Around Stitch Dictionary. And I love this. It is neat because it's spiral bound, which is really nice because, you know, the binding on a lot of books that I buy tends to fall apart, and it makes me so sad, especially since I use them a lot. But what it is it teaches you how to take a flat knit pattern and translate it where you can knit it in the round. And I've been trying to figure out how to do that on my own, and some of them I can do successfully, but the more intricate patterns I have a lot of trouble with. So this was a really great resource for me. If you want to pick it up, it's by Wendy Bernard, and I got it off Amazon. So I'm not affiliated with her, I'm not doing a plug for her or anything like that. I'm just saying this was an awesome resource, and it's helped me a lot with my pattern writing. So this I'm really hoping I can get it done this month, but it's been so busy that, and I've got a couple of different projects. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so tired now. I have been packing order after order after order, which I appreciate. Thank you everyone who ordered something from my shop. You know, I'm always grateful and very honored that you choose my shop. So thank you for that, for those of you who stop by and, you know, pick something you like. But I've been very, very tired because I have been going through my inventory, trying to revamp the shop, and trying to, I'm coming up with new colorways right now. I'm expecting that big shipment of my non-superwash fingering weight yarn, which is supposed to be really beautiful. I can't wait to see it. And I'm gonna figure out, I ordered a big shipment of that, so I'm trying to figure out what colorways I'm gonna go with that. And I've got a lot of other yarn bases that I need to start dyeing, and I need to finish dyeing my minis for my advent box. If you haven't heard about my advent box this year, it's really, really cute. It is a 12 days of Christmas gnomes advent calendar box, based on my love of gnomes, which is, I believe they are Norwegian in origin, and my shop, being Maelstrom, is sort of inspired by Norwegian history and lore, which I really, really love. And I've got a little bit of the Viking era in there. Not the Viking era, but, well, yeah, but the era of the pirates in there too, because that's another era that I really, really love. So it's all ocean themed. And, you know, with some myths and lore in there. And I really, really love it. So that's sort of the inspiration behind a lot of my yarn names and my shop. My shop name, actually, I was trying, when I formed the company, I was trying to figure out what I was going to call it. And my husband actually came up with the name. And, you know, it was like a stroke of genius on his part, because I heard it and I thought, that's it. Maelstrom. That is it. Because I thought, a lot of people ask me why. Well, the reason why is because a maelstrom is like a vortex. It spins. And I attributed it to a spinning wheel. You know, a maelstrom is sort of like, you know, this mythical, legendary thing, like a whirlpool in the ocean, a massive one, you know, that kind of sucks the ships in, and, you know, there's no returning from that. So it was always like a fearful thing, you know, going out on the sea, and maybe you'll encounter a maelstrom. And so I attributed it to my spinning wheel, because when I first started the shop, I only wanted to sell my hand spun yarn. I hadn't really gotten into dyeing at that time. So it kind of matched up, and I went with it. And then it sort of has evolved into, I'm starting to find my niche. You know, it's sort of evolving into this this historical era of two time periods that I really, really love. So a lot of my yarn names are based on that. And that's how that came to be. So I am going to probably film some of my dyeing today. And so you'll get to see a little bit about how I design a colorway. Now my workshop is small because my bigger workshop is under construction right now. We're hoping to get it, you know, well, not under construction, well, it's sort of under construction. It is a storage room right now, jam-packed. I have my sink in there. I have some of my stock in there, but everything else is just junk that we've had for years that honestly it's like old toys from when Eric was little, and, you know, boxes of stuff that I don't even know what the hell's in there. So we got to clear all that out and make room for, you know, finishing it, putting the studs up, the drywall and the flooring, and getting it all nice and spider free, because I do not like that, and there are spiders in there, so that I could have my workshop. Now my husband sprayed in there. I do have a phobia of spiders, and I do not like loud buzzing things that seem to love to buzz around my ears, because I have this fear of them crawling in my ear. I know, it's weird. It's like, I'm not really scared of snakes, not really scared of, you know, too many big vicious creatures. I'm scared of horses, I'm scared of spiders, and I'm scared of bees. Don't know why. Don't know why. In another life, I must have died horribly from, you know, some sort of bug attack. That's the only thing I can think of. But I am rambling now because I'm half tired. Ooh, sorry. Anyhow, I was in there near my sink, okay, because I've got an industrial sink in there, and I was rinsing some yarn, and I looked down, and there's this big fracking spider on my arm. I don't know where he came from. He must have dropped on the ceiling, but I freaked out. You know, I shoved it off real quick. I'm surprised it didn't bite me. And I don't know where he went, which really freaked me out because I wanted to find him and get rid of him. And all I could do was run out and call for my husband because, you know, he is my savior, really. He is my warrior because that man, this year we had some carpenter bees out on the deck, and he went out there, mind you, with one of those electric bug zapper tennis racket things. He went out there and murdered them. He sealed up the holes, you know, sprayed bug spray in there and murdered every last one of them. And they kept trying to come back, but he wouldn't let them. And so now it's like this summer is the first summer I can actually go and sit out on my deck and not be bombarded and scared to death of something that looks like a big ass hornet coming at me. So we've got a little garden out there, and I've got my, you know, everything in pots. I've got my zucchini squash and my cucumber, which is taking over. Not quite sure what to do with that. I guess that wasn't a bright idea. But I've got my strawberries, I've got my tomatoes, I've got my lettuce, and it's really, really cool because it's like a little, you know, little garden, and I can sit there on the patio furniture and admire all the greenery, my herbs, and, you know, if I want, I can pick a salad and not worry about E. coli because it's not a bagged salad. So it's all organic and natural. Highly recommend doing it. I'm trying to think of how I can get that all year round. I have a little mini greenhouse thing, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work outside. My husband thinks it's going to be fine, but I don't know. I was contemplating, you know, making some room downstairs with grow light and just having it, you know, beds of lettuce everywhere. I don't really know how that would work. And I was thinking, doesn't the government use infrared to look at people's houses? Because they're going to think I'm growing pot in the basement. If I have like a bunch of grow lights and everything and they see this heat source, you know, coming from this house, they're probably going to think I'm growing pot. But I don't know. That's just what crossed my mind. But anyhow, I have got a lot of work to do. A whole lot of work. My dog is snoring. Glad you can sleep. I sure can't. Anyway, I will let you guys know. I will update when I get my beautiful warrior cowl finished. And if you go to my website, the sale is going through the end of July, which is not that far off. So snag a deal while you can, and I will announce the winner on August 1st. So for more details about it, go to at Maelstrom Fiber Arts on Instagram. So that's all I have for you today. I am going to do an unboxing. I have my fiber share partner. Oh my gosh. She got me the most delicious box of goodies, and I'm sorry, I was going to do an unboxing, you know, just kind of surprise everybody, including myself, online, a video unboxing, but I could not wait. I'm a little kid. I am impatient, and I can't wait. You know, I'm the type of person that I read the last page of the book before I get to the end because I want to know what happens, and so I can never wait. You know, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, one year at Christmas I opened up my gifts you had under the Christmas tree. Nathan and I both did it. It wasn't just me. Just saying. And it was only one gift, and I wanted to know what it was, and I remember I taped it back like very carefully, and then I put it back, and luckily nobody noticed. But what kid doesn't do that? I mean, you put them under the tree, they're staring at you forever. You can't wait that long, and then to top it all off, you gotta wait for your parents to wake up on Christmas morning. You know, my husband had it worse. He had to wait till his dad had his coffee and his breakfast before he could even think about opening a present. My parents at least didn't torture me for that. Thank you, Mom and Dad. But anyway, that was a little confession. I am going to try and get some work done. I will film a little bit of my dyeing. What I will not film is dyeing the rest of my Advent minis because those are special and they're secret. My box, it's 12 skeins again, 12 skeins of minis, and they are inspired by Christmas gnomes. And I've got little patterns that I recommend on Ravelry that I found that are really, really cute and beautiful, and the yarn would be just to die for knitting these little guys up. So it's a really fun box. I've got a lot of extra goodies in there as always, and it's a whole lot of fun. And the yarn is, I mean, it was pretty last year, but it is really pretty this year because I went with a more Christmas theme. Last year I kind of did my own thing, and I did sort of more of a wintry theme, but this year I wanted it to be a little more fun and bolder, and a little, you know, not totally, I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give it away. It's just really cute. It's really cute and to die for. So if you want a really cool Advent box this year, I'd be honored if you'd check it out because it's really super cool. I'm thinking about ordering one yarn company that I love. Oh my God, I love everything about Dragon Horde yarn. Oh my God. If you are into indie dyed yarn, you need to check her out because I'm thinking about ordering her Advent box. You would think that I would not order more yarn because I'm drowning in yarn. I make yarn, but let me tell you, her stuff is awesome. I just love the sort of fantasy, fairy, mythological, you know, theme that she's got behind her whole shop and her yarns. It is right up my alley. I mean, I love it. And so, you know, I'm a little bit jealous. But I really, really, really admire her, and I admire her work. She is phenomenal. You guys, you know, you need to check out Dragon Horde yarn. Yeah, just saying. She's amazing. So, that's really all I have for today. I am going to, as long as I can stay awake, I am going to try and dye some yarn. I have some pre-orders that I need to get dyed and shipped out, and some special orders that I need to get dyed and shipped out. So I have quite a lot of work to do this weekend. No rest for the wicked. I don't really think I'm wicked. Well, I can be if I wanted to be, but I'm not. I'm not wicked. So my dogs are sleeping. I'm very envious, and I hope that wherever you are tonight that you are getting a good night's sleep, because I sure as hell am not. And I thank you for joining me. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will try to be awake on future podcasts, and I will have an unboxing on my next episode and have some magical dyeing in my little mock-up studio over there. So stay tuned for that, and look on Instagram for that giveaway, because man, you could win this and you don't want to miss out. If you love chunky, bulky, extreme knits, this is amazing. Is absolutely amazing. I'm kind of sad I'm giving it away because I kind of love it. It's my colors, and I keep thinking, oh my God, a cow and a matching hat. I might have to dye one of these for myself. So look for that. And I thank you for joining me. Sorry about my messy hair, but you know, this is how I put it up when I dye yarn, because I'm going through menopause and I am hot as hell. So I really don't care right now. I just want to be comfortable, because if I'm not, I'm cranky. So have a wonderful night and a super, super crafty day and a good night's sleep. God help me, give me a good night's sleep. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.